So I'm back with another rank 5 ultimate showcase, and we have Spider-Punk now, which is my 8th rank 5 7-star. I'm skipping 7, we'll get to 7 probably in the next couple of months, but it was magic and I did a rank 4 showcase on her last month, so we're just going to push that one out a little bit and go to Spider-Punk now. And I'm really excited to talk about this guy. He was my first science rank 5, and I actually have a showcase of him out at rank 4, but now we've got another additional rank, and we can go ahead and look at him at an even further power level, with some fights that are probably similar to the last one, but definitely some new interesting stuff. The only thing I want to point out before we go ahead and get into it is the BGs fights that we take on the CCP beta. They're going to be less good than if you're playing in regular BGs, because in regular BGs you're going to start with 150 crowd, but on the CCP beta, where it's not real BGs, it's just BGs Simulator, you're not going to get that additional crowd. The crowd increases your rupture potency. You want to have it, so all of these BGs fights could be better if we're playing in the actual game mode. And that being said, he's a very, very good BGs champion. I just don't play a lot of BGs myself anymore to really go ahead and get a bunch of fights to show that. And for a 30-minute video, it's a lot easier if I just hop on the beta to do so. So here, we're going to go ahead and fight this Sasquatch first. So of course, we got the biggest BGs health pool possible right now. And I'm going to go ahead and do this. We're going to trigger his evade as often as we can, because that's going to go ahead and give me more crowd. So now we're at 170 crowd, and if this was real BGs, we would be maxed out right there. He decided to go ahead and walk up light attack me, which is really cool. And I'm just going to drop the special into his block, because I can do that. The ruptures apply through the block just fine. And then we'll go ahead and do this for heavy, refresh the physical vulnerability. He still hasn't triggered Wrath yet. He's going for a really late Wrath, apparently. But once he does, he's going to go ahead and remove all his protection mechanics, and now we're kind of chilling. He's just going to place more ruptures on himself every time he drops the special 1, because that's what those encore passives are going to do, and then we'll end them early with my special 1 and do all the burst damage that way. So, very chill and easy Sasquatch fight there. 66 seconds. Again, this will be faster than regular BGs, and even at 66, it's not that bad for a rank 5 Ascension level 2 Sasquatch. Now we're going to go fight Nico. This is a pretty interesting one. The only thing for this fight, if you are running the Spider-Man 2099 relic and you plan on fighting Nico a lot, do not use the rune that makes you immune to Dex, because it's going to trigger a poison on you when otherwise you wouldn't get poisoned, which is really stupid. But see, I'm going to go ahead and Dex there, and it triggered the relic's immunity, so it's going to trigger a poison on me, which otherwise, of course, wouldn't happen, because we don't have the buff immunity on us right now. So that's annoying, but it's just that one poison we're going to take, because that's the only special from Nico I'm going to bait this entire fight, because we're just going to go for my special 2 here, and then the rupture damage is going to be enough to finish her off. So yeah, we go ahead and do that. You also get some really nice damage on the special 2 itself if you can line up some crits with the physical vulnerabilities and stuff. So we're going to go for a combo into a relic, and then, yeah, she's just gone. Go ahead and do a heavy. And then we move on to some fights outside the Mystic class, which is really good because I love when you can use a BG's attacker who punches well outside of the class advantage class that they have. Actually, we're fighting Kindred first, my bad. Then we're going to get into some non-class advantage ones. Kindred, of course, if you're a Spider-Verse hero, you're really good against Kindred, because he's going to give you an extended pause on the infection when you counter his special. It's going to be 14 seconds instead of 8, which is awesome. And then Spider-Punk, all his damage is in Rupture, nothing that Kindred can go ahead and prevent in any way. And if we just keep him dropping special 1s, which we can do very easily because of the taunt and the encore passives, then we're going to be in a pretty good spot, because if he's just dropping special 1s consistently, then we don't need to worry about the infection getting up, and of course the pause is extended as well. There, I don't know what happened. For some reason my hit didn't register, but we went ahead and broke out the root with the special 1 instead, but that could have been like 95% health if for some reason my attack landed. So anyway, there's that. Now we're going to go fight Deathless Thanos. This guy is low-key one of my favorite Deathless Thanos counters, even more than a lot of Mystics that I use. Because if you just keep Thanos spamming special 1s, he's just going to rupture himself to death, and it's really, really nice. I'm going to go ahead and do this right here. We get a bunch of crowd, of course, because it's really easy to dex them. And then we're going to go ahead and do a heavy here. And yeah, just keep him dropping special 1s. After his second special 1, he's going to start rupturing himself, and with the Energize allowing him to get to his specials quicker. It's just really, really good. So go ahead, Dex right there, and then go right back in. Going to go for a medium into a heavy, and then we'll go ahead and taunt him, get him drop the special again, and right when the protection goes away, go for my special 2, place more ruptures down, and get some more crowd. Now our crowd is going to be maxed out after I Dex the special right here. He's going to keep triggering those protections, but it's going to be really fast because we just keep letting the ruptures do their thing, and as you can see, they're just melting him away right now. And then we're going to go ahead and do a heavy, probably, eventually. Doesn't look like I need to, actually, because we can just go ahead and hit him a decent bit here, and then we'll finish him off just like that in the middle of his special 1 animation. So that fight went down in 1 minute and 4 seconds, and at this point in the video, if you are enjoying it so far and want to help support the channel, please consider hitting the subscribe button. I don't normally ask this type of thing, but for these really long Ultimate Showcase videos, which take a good bit of my time to make, it'd be much appreciated if you would hit subscribe on the video if you're not already, and hitting hype on the video as well would be great. I honestly don't even know what it does, but it probably helps push the video out somewhere. So anyway, we're going to get back into the gameplay here against Solvark. Spider-Punk, another champion that I really like using against Solvark more than a lot of Cosmic champions, because you just keep Solvark dropping special 1, and he's another energized character, and using Spider-Punk against characters who are getting energized so they just get specials quicker is awesome, because you just want them to keep punching themselves with the specials, because then you'll just place the ruptures in their place, and it's really nice. Also, you can reduce the attack rating of the special attack that the Encore passive is by a lot too, so if you just eat it like that, you barely take any damage, which is also nice. And then of course we are all physical damage, so I don't need to worry at all about any of Solvark's regen or any of that, him getting a bunch of core charge either. He gets a bunch of armor, it doesn't matter, we're focused on rupture damage anyway. And then I'm just going to go ahead and Dex the special here. Every time we just Dex the special, and then once the special ends on him, then we go ahead and place a rupture in that place with the Sig ability, and that's just a bunch of extra damage. So that's Solvark in 55 seconds. Half of the damage in that fight was all from rupture damage. So now we're going to go fight Arnim Zola, I believe, which is another really good one for Spider-Punk, because he's another champion who just has a lot of crazy armor, and you need to both use a champion who can do damage that bypasses a lot of his crazy armor rating, and also isn't subject to the cowardice that he has, and also is not doing a bunch of damage in a massive burst of damage, because he caps all damage he takes at 10% of his health. So you can't just do like a really large chunk of damage like Paviter's special 2 at the end of it or anything like that. So we're gonna go ahead and drop an evade into a heavy, and then we're just gonna let him drop his specials. Another character who gains energize. Again, energize on the opponent is like Spider-Punk's best friend, because he's just gonna keep baiting and punching those specials and punching the opponent with those ruptures. It's kind of like Power Stings, except the opposite, because you punish them after they drop their special instead of when they drop it. Here, I'm just going to wait out a heavy. Even if you're fighting a stun immune Zola, you can get the heavy counter. I do that a lot on Sun Reflect nodes. I don't think I have a video of it, but I've taken Spider-Punk against node 49 Arnim Zola. I'd probably have a video of it with him at rank 4. But yeah, if you're fighting a stun immune Zola, or just one you can't stun, you can get the heavy counter by baiting his heavy and punishing it, no problem still. So there goes that Zola, and then we're going to go fight Jean Grey next. So this one, she gives you the opportunity to Dex a lot of specials and just keep baiting her special 1, which is going to, of course, give you a bunch of crowd, which is really nice. And then the inequity is annoying, of course. The force field is annoying, of course, because she just stops taking a lot of damage. But as the fight goes on, you just do more and more damage with your crowd going up and up and up. And if you're consistently getting her to drop her special 1s too, it's really nice, because a Jean that's really special happy, at least for me, is a lot easier, because then I'm prepared, I know what I'm doing, and I know if she's going to drop her special 1 or not while I'm inverted, so I'm not just kind of dancing around trying to bait a special and then something bad happens when I'm not ready for it, like if the invert controls flips on or off or something. And then even if you mess up the special 1 with the invert controls, you have all those encore passives which are going to reduce the attack rating of the defender during that special attack. So like if you eat the special 1 and get some neuros on you, you're going to be reducing the damage by so much that they're barely going to do anything to you. Because it's a pretty significant attack rating reduction. I can go look real quick. to see how much each of those encores do, because quite frankly, I just don't remember. But it's probably closer to like 25% attack rating reduction on each. 24, yeah. And so that'll stack up. I don't know if it's compound math or additive math, but if it's additive, then that would be, of course, 72%. So, anyway, geez, that took me longer to math than I thought it would. Now we're gonna go fight Onslaughts, and then this guy, we're not metal, and we can remove the neuroshocks, of course, as often as we want that way, and then just keeping baiting and punishing his special 1 is really nice. Another champion where if I can make them drop their special more often than normal, I'm not just dancing around trying to bait it, it's a lot easier, and Spider-Punk is very good at that. So we're just going to go ahead and dash back out, dash back in, all that kind of thing, then go for a heavy into a special 2 right before the physical vulnerabilities expire, and then we'll do a pretty nice chunk of damage here. So let the ruptures do their thing during a special 1 animation, and then he's just dead right there. That probably wasn't even a lot of rupture damage taking him down that fight. 40%, which is less than some of the other fights we've done, and 47% was just from basic attacks, because your basic attacks hit decently hard when you've got the physical vulnerabilities up and stuff. So we're going to jump into Alliance War now. The first fight is boosted, and then everything else is not boosted, because this is in-season, and then off-season for their fights after this. So we've got this big Sasquatch boss with 3 million health, and I was expecting Spider-Punk to do this fight in about 3 minutes, but it's going to go a lot faster than that, because I didn't plan this war. When I was asked if I could take it, because this was on my vacation, I was asked if I could take it, and I was like, I probably could. I don't think I'm too worried about him timing out or anything, because it's the biggest boss you could possibly place or anything. I think Sasquatch is still the biggest health pool, even though he's been in the game for 6 years now. But I was like, yeah, it'll probably be fine. I'm going to go for the special 3 rotation, which you're going to see me use the special 3 a lot in this video, because it's pretty nice. It's a really nice attack. It's for long fights because it gives you the ability to increase the duration of all of your ruptures by 25% for the rest of the fight. And that's just flat out 25% more damage, essentially. So here we push into special 2, which isn't exactly what I wanted, because I want those encore passives to stay at special 1, because that's when I'm baiting the most of the fight, and that's what was going to keep placing ruptures every time he just repeats his special 1. But we have our crowd maxed out now. I'm going to try to bait his special. There he does it. And then we're going to go ahead and get an intercept there. And like, his health is already half gone. I was like, wow, that was going a lot faster than I thought it would. And mind you, we didn't even drop a special 2. We placed some ruptures with the special 3, of course, but you only get 3, whereas if you nail all of the guitar strums on the special 2, you get 4. And I'm like, yeah, okay, this is a lot more damage than I was ever expecting from Spider-Punk. And we're staying in the ISO burst mode, which is going to increase that damage further, which is nice. Finally ran out of it, so now we just need to finish him off. But like, we've got 6 ruptures still, and his health is just going to continue to melt. We can use the Despair Mastery to just manage that regen just fine, and he's going to drop his last special 1 in a moment, or we just kill him with medium, actually. So less than 2 minutes for that Sasquatch boss. 60% of the damage coming from Rupture. Love to see it. So now we have some off-season gameplay, and this is pretty cool. I'm using the Shothra Totem pre-fight, which out of every champion you can give a Shothra Totem to, which is only Spider-Verse champions, by the way. I think Spider-Punk is the best for it, because he's going to get poison immunity, and if you give him poison immunity, then he's going to be able to be perfect for the Hazard Shift Poison Rupture node, which you actually use him for a lot, depending on what defender's here. Usually Destroyer's not here. It's sometimes like a Jean Grey, an Unarmed Zola, or something else like that. But he's very, very good for that. And then whenever you trigger the poison immunity, you're going to get a Fury, which is really nice. Now, against Destroyer here, it's actually harder than I thought it would be, because you really can't keep physical vulnerabilities up very well, because you can't intercept and land that stun. Whereas if you're fighting him on a node where you can stun, then you can just deal with the you can keep the physical vulnerabilities as often as you want, because you can just continuously freaking intercept. So there, I lost all of them, which is annoying, but it's fine. We can play this fight without any physical vulnerabilities. It's not great, and as you can see here, we got pushed back in the corner, but at least we're fully immune to Hazard Shift, so there's not too much going on. There, we actually did trigger the evade, so we got one back, but he went for the special one, which is nice of him, actually. And then here, I don't know why I did that and pushed him to 2 bars, because then we removed our encores, but I guess the fight's almost over anyway. And then I'm just going to go ahead and finish him off just like that. So yeah, not too shabby. If that's a Jean Grey, you're going to have a better time. But speaking of Jean Grey, we're fighting her again on node 49. This is the polka dot power one, so we just want to place the ruptures down and start getting a bunch of that passive power gain. And we're going to place the rupture down after we bait 2 special ones from Jean Grey, so we get the encore passive slowing, get the ruptures from that flowing, and stuff like that. And at that point, it's just not parrying because we don't want to ever trigger Stun Reflect, and then dealing with the inverted controls, which is fine. I'm pretty good at inverted controls for the most part. Sometimes my brain won't work very well with them, but if I start the fight out pretty good, I'm usually in a good spot. So here we do, and then we'll go ahead and punish it. We're going to go ahead and bait out a heavy, and then I can punish her heavy with mine just fine, so we keep those vulnerabilities up. And then we're inverted now, that's fine. We're going to start getting our power gain now, because we have that rupture placed. And then I'm just going to go ahead and bait her special here. She inverts me again, that's fine. The combat power rate reduction from the Deliriums doesn't mean anything. There, I was not expecting that to hit me, but apparently it did. This one doesn't, though. So just weird spacing when the defender charges a heavy sometimes, but at the end of the day, it's not that bad. That's pretty bad, though, getting more ruptures on me because she decides to walk up light attack me, which is beautiful AI stuff. But here, I'm trying to... What am I trying to do? I'm trying to get her to drop a special, but I guess I'm just dropping mine before I go to 3 bars. So she's just being really annoying right here. Then I finally get one out of her, and then I'll go for a medium into a light for an intercept. Try to go for another one, didn't get it, but we bait the special one. And we'll go for an intercept there, and now we're pretty chillin'. I'm just going to go ahead and go for a heavy into my special 2. Place a bunch of ruptures now with all the physical vulnerabilities, and now we're in a good spot again. Go ahead and get the 6th rupture by punishing her special there, and then we're just taking her down pretty nice now. So yep, takes a little bit of time still because the Inequity Mastery reduces my attack rating by a lot and stuff, and we had a bit of a rough start actually getting the fight going, but now that we actually did, we're doing pretty fine. Gonna go for a special 2 right here to finish the fight off. And that'll be it for Jean after the ruptures just take for a couple more seconds. So there's that. And then we have another Alliance War fight. This is a path fight. This is node 17, America Chavez. And this one, she's stun immune, which doesn't really matter too much. But this is another one where it's really nice to have the special bias on the opponents, because if she's focused on dropping her special attacks so much, then she's going to be a lot less focused on just charging a random heavy out of nowhere. And if she does get one of her dimensions and she gets the power gain from it, it's not that bad because we keep her dropping the special ones so much, and every time we go ahead and bait the special one and punish it, that's just another rupture on her, so we're not really complaining too much at all. So I'm going to go ahead and keep intercepting, get the physical vulnerabilities going and stuff, go for an evade here, bait out her special. She does it hopefully soon. And there she does, trigger a Dex, which is going to trigger Mystic Dispersion. Ain't bad, because then we push her back to another bar of power with it. And then I'm just going to go ahead and do that. Going to go for an evade here to give me an opening, and then go push her to 1 bar again. And yeah, she's just going to want to drop that special right here. She did get a dimension, but like I said, that's actually not bad, because I can just keep her dropping special ones now. And then we'll go for a special 2, which is going to go ahead and place a lot of rupture damage, knock her down as well, and then go bait the special 1 here. She throws it really easily, and then we finish her off. So, yep, quick and easy fight there. And then we're going to move outside of Alliance War now. We're going to go take this path in Act 9. This one, it's a Scourge path. It's got a node that makes them go debuff immune after I don't drop a heavy attack for a while. And it's also got a bunch of regen, but Spider-Punk, as a science champion, he's going to have access to a lot of debuffs, so we can utilize the Despair Mastery and stuff. I don't remember all the other nodes in this fight, I just remember Spider-Punk melting the fights that were on it pretty fast. It's got a root on it, rooted it looks like, but we go ahead and do this. The second hit of Spider-Punk's heavy actually doesn't give the opponent power if they're above a bar, which is really nice, because it means you're less likely to push them to 2 bars while you're trying to bait special ones, which is really helpful. because you want to be baiting special 1s a lot to spam the ruptures on them and stuff with the encore passives. So go for a special 2 in a moment. I don't know why I didn't do it right there, but we're going to go ahead and dex the special into the special 2, and then he's going to be rooted again right after it, which is pretty nice for me. And then we'll go ahead and do that, walk up into the heavy, and then, yeah, he just takes a lot of damage there, as you can see. So that fight goes down pretty fast. We're going to go fight 2 more fights on this path. First is going to be against Sabretooth, and this one was a little bit annoying. We placed the physical vulnerabilities down, placed the taunts down. We want to get as many debuffs up as we can, because that's going to be how we're controlling the regen in this fight. Here was baiting a special 1. He did not feel like going for it. But go for some heavies here, punish him there, and then we're going to go ahead and bait that first special 1. I couldn't trigger Dex on it a lot for some reason, which is annoying. There we did. But here I'm going to go ahead and do my evade, get some more crowd from it into a heavy, and now he's just going to want to drop special 1s a lot. So, well, not while he's rooted, because he can't do that, but after the root goes away, then we can. So there, I dropped the special into his block, which is nice because that doesn't push him 2 bars. And we still place the full benefit of the ruptures from that, so that's cool. Then we're going to go ahead and keep baiting his special from him, and then I want to go for my heavy because I want to remove that debuff immunity node. And yeah, everything's going pretty chill. He's not regenning anything, which is nice. Well, while I have the ruptures on him, he lost a lot there, but it's fine. Go for my special 2, do a bunch of damage on the attack itself, and then we kill him. So that fight goes down there, and we're going to go fight a bishop on this path last up. This one, we're going to bait special 2s from Bishop, because I definitely don't want to deal with his special 1s placing the incinerates on me the whole time. So we're just going to go ahead and hit him a bunch here, and then get an intercept there, which is pretty nice. And then I could have just gone for a medium there to push him to 3 bars, but that's fine, I guess. There, we didn't land the second hit of the heavy. We can land the heavy here, though. And then we're going to go ahead and bait the special 2. I dex it. Place an encore passive on him, which is going to be useful pretty well later. Gonna dex a little bit here, and then go for a special 2, which will push him to 2 bars of power, exactly what I wanted. Up, and down on the guitar strings, and he's literally dead now. Actually eat the special attack, because I can't dex it, and it doesn't matter. So, there goes that fight, and we move on to the Grandmaster's Gauntlet now, the Ordeal quest, and we're going to go fight this Vision first. So this one, you want to have a champion who has some kind of taunt mechanic, otherwise you're just going to die, because he only drops special attacks in order of 1, 2, and 3, and the special 3 is a complete death sentence. So, in this case, we're going to utilize the taunt and the encore passives to just make it to where he wants to drop his special, because if you don't have any taunt mechanics, you're just not going to be able to bait the special 1 after he dropped it first, and Spider-Punk is able to do that just fine. So, go ahead and bait and dex, bait and punish, place the ruptures in the place, and everything's going to go pretty nice. Going to go for an evade into a heavy here, bait 1 more special from him, and I think I'm going to go for the special 3, which I really didn't need to do, because he's going to start melting faster than I would have ever expected. We go ahead and kick him, punch him, all the fun stuff. It's a really cool special 3 animation. Everything about this guy's animations are really cool, to be honest with you. But then go for a heavy attack here. The second hit doesn't give him any power, which is great, so we don't have to worry about pushing him to 2 bars on accident. And then we just keep baiting and punishing specials there. Go for a relic there, which might have, I don't know if I tried to block there instead to trigger my evade or what, but now we're in the ISO burst mode. We do a bunch of extra damage to him. They're each doing 3,000 damage per tick, each rupture, which is absurd. And then he's going to drop another special in a moment. There, bait, punish, go for another rupture, bait, punish, go for another rupture. Physical vulnerabilities expire right at the end, but it doesn't really matter in the long run because he's dead now. So there's that. And then the last fight we're going to go ahead and do is the Coliseum Mojo. So I don't think Spider-Punk is an incredible Coliseum champ, but every once in a while if there's a Mystic one, he's going to be pretty decent for it, especially with just in general, getting the opponent to drop their specials very often is very helpful once they continue to get a ridiculous amount of power, because if they're just being really anti-special happy, and they're just getting so much power with the energize and stuff, it can be really hard to stay sustained. But in Spider-Punk's case, it goes pretty well because you just keep baiting specials, and as he gets more power, you're just going to keep placing ruptures. And this fight actually was bad for Spider-Punk, because you have to bait special one. You not bait special ones. You have to alternate which special attacks you drop because it has an indestructible node, and you can only remove the indestructible if you alternate your specials. And that's really annoying because you want to be spamming special 2s with Spider-Punk. You don't want to use your special 1 unless it's to kill the opponent, and you physically can't kill the Mojo. You just keep going until you die. So, yeah, it's just annoying. It means our damage is a lot less than normal, but in scenarios where you don't have to drop the special 1, where you're not forced to do so, he's a really decent Coliseum champ. So yeah, we dropped the first special 3, which is great, and then we're going to go for the special 2, and then after that, I have to drop a special 1 to remove the indestructible and stuff. So yeah, the Iso Burst mode is going to give us a little bit of extra damage while we're building up, but it's going to expire right before we go for the special 2, unfortunately, which isn't really a big deal, but it's a little bit annoying. So I'm going to go ahead and drop the special 2 here, place some fresh ruptures and stuff. They're doing 35,000 damage per tick each, which is pretty crazy. As you can see, his health bar is kind of melting there, but unfortunately we just have to go ahead and remove them into a consolidated burst instead of placing more with the special 2, which is very annoying. I don't like that. I think the node's really dumb, but whatever. Gonna go drop the special 2 there. I'm sorry, special 1, and it does some nice damage and stuff. He's getting a lot of power now, and the fact that our special 1 again doesn't generate power in the opponent is pretty useful here, because we definitely do not want to accidentally push him to 2 bars. Now we are going to get stuck in the corner pretty soon, which does suck a lot because he's going to go unblockable sometimes, and I definitely don't know his special 1 dex in the corner, but we're chilling until then. I'm actually going to get really low in health at one point, but then we'll stay active for a while, so that's pretty nice. I need to go get one more physical vulnerability if I can, and then we're going to go ahead and drop the special 2. No, we're just going to drop the special 2 beforehand. That's fine, I guess. It's just a little bit less rupture damage. So we do get it there for an intercept. So going to go try to bait his special 1 here, which for some reason he's being really stingy about, even though he's got all the Encore passives on him. But he finally throws it, and then I go for a punish right there with my heavy. And that's all we're just going to do at this point, is just bait and punish his specials with my heavy. I do need him to start dropping specials more often though, and I also need to drop my own special 1, which is annoying because, again, I don't want to do that, but it is what it is. Gonna go for my special 1 here and do some decent damage on it, of course, but all that damage we would have had anyway if the ruptures just actually ticked themselves. But yeah, go for a relic here, and then we're gonna go evade into a heavy attack, which is nice. He's gonna drop another special 1, which is cool. And then we're just going to get the rupture damage and stuff. And then, yeah, that's annoying. So kind of hate that, but it's fine. Because we live at 1%, and we're just going to survive there for a while and take down actually a lot more health bars than I expected to be able to. So we're going to go for the special 2 here, place a bunch of the ruptures back, finally remove the indestructible 2, which is great. And yeah, now another thing is we can take the special 1s on him from on the block a decent bit too, because we're going to reduce the attack rating by a lot as well, of course, as I talked about earlier with the Encore passives. It's a 24% attack rating reduction on each, which it either adds to 72% or less than that, because I don't know exactly how the compound math works. But yeah, bring them all the way down to 12% there. I don't know if you just heard a Discord ping. That's me, not you. Anyway, gonna go ahead and get him drop his special 1 in a moment, which is nice. And then we go for heavy. Again, the second hit doesn't give him any power, so I don't need to worry about pushing him to 2 bars. And then we're just going to keep him dropping special 1s, keep him dropping special 2s or something, and then go for this. And then it's not going to take too much longer to kill him. We took down 13 bars. I don't remember if that's the maximum I was able to get, but there, we take the special 1 on the block and somehow survive, which is nice. And then I somehow dex it here too, which I did not expect to be able to do. But I'm going to go for a special 2 here, squeeze out a little bit more rupture damage before I drop, and yeah, push him down 14 bars. Do I get to 15? I don't remember. Go for a heavy there, and he's going to drop his special 1, and we actually dex it, so we're still alive, but I believe the next special 1 he drops is the one I die to. Nope, we get 16 bars. Jeez, those ruptures tick so freaking hard, don't they? And then it's this one that I eat. Yeah, the last hit of it. So, yep, there we go. That is my Spider-Punk Ultimate Showcase. Just always been a favorite of mine. I don't think I played him a lot too much before his rebalance, because he was a champion who actually was rebalanced back when that was a thing. But after I did, I fell in love with him instantly, because he wasn't an amazing character before that, but they surely made him a great one after. That still to this day is really, really good and really, really fun for me. So, hope you guys enjoyed watching the video. Consider hitting like, sub, and hype on the video if you did appreciate it. And if you happen to make any web store purchases, use credit code grassmcoc. I'd greatly appreciate that. All the self-plugs out the way. Hope you enjoyed watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one where we have either my 9th, 10th, 11th, or 12th Rank 4 showcases, which is respectively Silk, Penny, Bastion, and Yelena. I don't know which one's going to come next, but it's going to be one of those. So be on the lookout for that, and I'll see you in the next video.